23, and today we are reading Grandpa Christmas by Michael Morpurgo. This is what the back says. Every Christmas, Mia and her family read a letter which her grandpa wrote to her. He remembers fondly the time spent in his garden finding frogs and planting seeds, but Grandpa worries that all the things they love are in much danger and he needs Mia to help protect them. A hopeful and timely story about looking after our planet and making the world better for future generations. So this is Grandpa and Mia on the front cover. Grandpa Christmas. And copyright 2018. Every year at Christmas, I fetch the box of Christmas tree decorations from the cupboard under the stairs. That's also where we keep the diary I wrote when I was little. On the cover, I had drawn dozens of daisies of all colours, and I had written Mia's diary, keep out. I always take this diary out and hide it amongst the tree branches at the bottom of the tree. It's never that well hidden, there'd be no point. Everyone knows it's there too, and they all pile up their presents around it. Our children, the whole family, know what's kept safe inside that diary. It's a letter. My grandpa's letter to me. Reading that letter aloud after all the presents have been opened is part of our family's Christmas tradition, as much as cake and Christmas carols. Like me, they all know parts of Grandpa's letter by heart, and sometimes they even join in while I'm reading it. This is what Grandpa wrote. To my little granddaughter Mia from her grandpa. Dearest little Mia, this Christmas, instead of a Christmas card, and you'll have plenty of those, and instead of a present, you'll have plenty of those too, I am sending you a letter from Grandpa. Not very exciting perhaps, but it'll be different at least. Scrunch it up if you want to, but I don't think you will. Excuse the wobbly writing. Remember last week you were helping me in the vegetable garden and I hurt my back, so you were doing the digging for me and stopped to show me every time you found another worm. And I was telling you to be careful with them, how worms are our friends, how good they are for the soil, how they help us grow our vegetables, and how the blackbirds and thrushes need them too. And you weren't in the slightest bit interested. You were too busy giggling as you held up each worm to show me. I sat there watching you, pencil in hand. I was making a list of the seeds we need for planting out the vegetable garden. Broad beans, my favourite. Sweet corn, your favourite. Seed potatoes, the widger variety, because Grandma always thought them the best for baking, as well as poppy seeds and foxglove seeds, because the butterflies and bees love them. As I watched you digging away happily with your trowel and humming to yourself, my heart was full of love for you, Mia, and I wanted to write this letter to you because there is so much I wish for you in your life. I have loved these days when you come with me to the garden. I love everything about your delight in it, all that wriggly worm dangling from your fingers, and in the thrush you keep calling a blackbird. Just to see you digging in the good earth, so full of hope, and the joys of being alive fills me with happiness and hope. And then there was the moment you found the frog and came running to show me with cupped hands. We watched him hopping away into the long grass, and you hopped back to digging again. Have you ever seen a picture of us, of this earth of ours from space, Mia? We are a bright blue bead spinning through infinity, a beacon of life. But one day, if we do not care for her, this good earth of ours will be arid and lifeless as the moon. The life of this world is as fragile as you are, and as I am, as the trees are, and butterflies and bees and birds, and worms and frogs and all the plants. If I have learnt one thing for sure in my long life, 73 this year, Mia, and that's old, is this: Earth is a living, breathing being, and we must hurt her no more. We are using her up, fouling the air and the sea, making it a dustbin of the land and a sewer of the oceans and a graveyard of her creatures. We have to love our earth again. Love her as I have loved you and you have loved me. For you and I, we are part of this living planet, part of the earth's great family, and we are her guardians too. So I wish for you, little Mia, and for all the children everywhere, a new world without war and waste, where children like you will be able to breathe in good clean air and drink from bright clear water. A new time when we grow and we eat only what we need, no more, and we learn to share what we have so that no one anywhere goes hungry again. I wish no tree to ever be cut down without another one being planted in its place. I wish for a world where, in flying our planes and driving our cars and heating our homes, in our endless striving to be ever more prosperous, ever more comfortable, we do not overheat the planet and do not melt the ice caps and raise the oceans, and so bring famine and flood and fire down upon ourselves. I wish for you a world where the whales and the dolphins, the turtles and the jellyfish can live the life of their deep, undisturbed in seas that are unpolluted. Those same seas, dear little Mia, where we have paddled and played so often on our summer holidays. Do you remember? I wish for you a world where the elephant and the lion and the tiger and the orangutan can live wild and free, never locked up and imprisoned simply for our entertainment, but left to themselves in their forests, left to roam their plains and deserts, left to live their life in peace. These we have loved together, Mia, the seas, the trees and the blackbird, or the thrush, whichever you want to call it, the wriggly worm, the jumping frog, the good soil you are digging in, the moon, the stars, our whole wonderful earth rolling through space. So look after what we have loved together. Live always in rhythm, in harmony with the earth. Then my wishes will come true for you and all will be well. But all shall be well only if we make it well, little Mia, and there's a lot of healing to do. A lot of loving. Your Grandpa. When the reading is over, we all stand up and say, Happy Christmas, Grandpa. Happy Christmas, everyone. And we have a family huddle hug, as we call it, arms around each other in a circle. I always like to think my Grandpa is there in the middle of the circle with us. It's almost as if he has become our Grandpa Christmas. The end. Good night. See you tomorrow.